Hopefully there's no critters living inside.
Get it all cleaned up and packed up next weekend.
90%, there we go.
Oh,
Hit the button enough and it cycles through the different. So we're at 90%. Those will come up to 100 pretty quick. This is our Lance trailer. Ready for
looking
another summer
good.
camping.
We love our trailer. Love our Lance. No critters?
Nope. Little sticky pad is clean.
Clean.
Good to see.
Let's check out the bathroom. We're not seeing any leaks. Bathroom's dark. I'm excited. New season. Yeah, it's our first time hooking it up this year. I'm feeling a little nervous. Get our sway bars on.
Cross the chains. Go on.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready to raise it up? Or drop it down?
Dropping the hitch down. You're raising up the jack, which is dropping the hitch down. You are awesome on that. We are at Riverside State Park Bowl and Pitcher Campground. This is our campground, our little camper, and this is our view out the back of our camper, the beautiful Spokane River. So, first time out this spring, and I believe we're having issues with our Smart Jack by Lippert. So the Smart Jack sounds really cool. We just got this trailer a year ago, and we've actually never used the smart features of it. It's apparently does these fancy things where it automatically retracts to a hitch height and automatically bring the stand all the way up for you. We couldn't remember what the guys at the dealership said on how to use it, so I can see where if you're hooking up by yourself, it'd be really handy to bring it up to the height you want and then just back it in. You know you got it at the right height. But I've got my beautiful bride that handles this function here, so I don't have to worry about it. So we've never actually used this. But this spring, a week ago, when we actually yesterday, when I came to get the fridge going, I found this thing all the way up, and we thought maybe some kids had just run the stand all the way up or something and left it as a joke. But this morning, so we took the trailer out yesterday afternoon, and this morning we wake up to the jack going up. We hear the jack running, and we're moving up, and I freaked out about it totally because our stabilizers are down, and so we're putting all the weight on the stabilizers. So I go tearing out of the trailer and get this thing back down. So that's the point we're at right now. We're gonna figure out, try to educate ourselves on how this thing actually does work, and see if we can understand why apparently twice now it has just taken off and run itself all the way up to its highest position. So wish us luck. Okay, so let's reset that into memory. Both down, 5 seconds till we have blinky blinky. There, we have blinky blinky. Okay, so it should be set. So now I'm just gonna run it down, and then we'll see if it want to change it to a different height, a height that we would typically closer to what we would camp at.
Okay.
So a little bit more of a level height. 1, 2, 3.
Blinky, blinky.
I just reset the hitch height. This doesn't seem to work though.
Oh.
I think this is why when we first got this a year ago, we didn't use it because it doesn't seem to work. I think it's blinking, so I think that means we just reset the hitch height.
But how do we make it not auto launch us in the middle of the night?
I think this doesn't seem to work, so I think we just need to research it and find out if there is any way to disable that feature that makes it automatically go to some preset height, which for this jack appears to be all the way up in the air. So that's what we're gonna do. If any of you guys know how to do it, leave us a comment. First thing I want to do is see if our stabilizer jacks are still operating correctly.
Not bent.
And hopefully not bent. Or hopefully we don't have a big problem there. But actually I think we'll just go ahead and leave the stabilizers up. Operating. These aren't the ones I'm worried about. We've got all the weight transferred onto these two stabilizers. So these are the ones that see anything bent or mangled. So hopefully yay. Okay, looks like we did not damage our stabilizer jacks. Got on the internet this morning, so we need to probably understand how this jack works. So we're unhooked. We have the stabilizers up now, so it's safe to operate this thing. So I think, I just want to know if this is working correctly. So I think I'm going to back the truck in and let's set up our auto hitch height feature and just see if that's working correctly. I think that's a good place to start.
Yeah, it didn't operate properly yesterday. It took.
Yeah. So the up feature wouldn't work until I exercised the down feature. It's not
normal.
It's not normal operation. Water problem again. Last spring we had this little valve. It's an elbow valve that goes from the bypass to the hot water tank. Freeze and crack right there. And this spring we find the exact same problem. So you get no pink stuff on this side of the bypass because you don't want antifreeze going into your hot water tank. So any water that gets left right in here does not have antifreeze in it. It seems to be a poor design element, that there's no way to bleed off any water that's in here. So in the future we're gonna have to figure out how to make sure there's no water in there when we winterize. So, but for today, I'm gonna have to find this valve, and I know last year it was hard to get. It took weeks to get it in. So hopefully it's more available this year. An update. Got on the internet and found that there is a recall on the from Lippert on the Smart Jack, and it's because water can get underneath this control button assembly, and you can see in there that there is water underneath that. You can see it moving around, squishing around. So Lippert has a recall on this. The way you can know if your jack is included in the recall is if the serial number date is 2017, June of 2017 or later, or July. Our serial number, you find the serial number right here on the back side of the jack stand, and our serial number starts with SJ 2017-06, so that's June of 2017, and I believe it's July, anything prior to July of 2017. So this one falls into the recall, so we'll get a new one for free. We just have to get it back to the dealer and have them swap it out for us.
And our big fear is?
Yeah, our big fear is we really don't want to pull the trailer. So our big fear is that it will automatically extend itself while you're driving down the road or on the highway, and that could be extremely ugly, I would imagine. And on the recall site, the information we found about the recall said that was one of the reasons for the recall. It's a safety issue. Not to mention the other damage you can do to the trailer by it automatically extending itself while the stabilizers are down. Fortunately, it doesn't appear to us that we hurt the stabilizers, but we'll get it back to the dealer, make sure that they look at the stabilizers too, and make sure that no damage was done to that. But anyway, we're going to get a new one of these Smart Jacks, get that problem fixed. We're going to go on a walk. So here we go. This is a spot that's called the Bowling Pitcher. It's called that because of the way the water, it's like water being poured into a bowl from a pitcher. We're going to go for a hike on the other side of the river. Right on the other side of this bridge, there's a bunch of hiking trails. We're going to check out one of them. So that's the campground on the other side of the river. That over there is the suspension bridge that we crossed. The trailer is parked right over that direction. What a cool spot. Really well. It is middle of May right now, so the river is still running really well. See a lot of rafts on it this time of year. Go over the trees. It looks like back in the day, before the people might have used the log over the ravine. Probably not a good idea today after all this rain. It's probably slippery. I'd say it's kind of slippery there. But I know you wanted to do it.
We'll do it in the spring or in the summer.
That's the tree that we did not take. So here's one of the trails that branches off. Bicycles, no. Here's my navigator.
All
so,
trails.
So we're not lost? We're not lost yet.
Not yet. We're actually on a trail.
We're on a trail.
Riverside State Loop Park Trail.
All right. All trails. Don't enter the woods without it. That could be their that could be their logo. All right, looks like we're doing a 3.7 mile loop. Just taking a walk in the woods. What do you suppose that's for? Maybe a teepee? There's a log inside to sit on. Some good frontier living. Riverside State Park. Those awesome basalt walls. It's nice in the spring and everything's green. It's like we're on the movie set of Lord of the Rings. Oh, we know right where we're at. Okay, so now we know. If you cut off right here, you just head up through the woods. I'm gonna get ready for rain. We're just about done. Full picture. This is the, I guess, most iconic image of the full picture is that wooden suspension bridge. We are wrapping up a day of hiking in Riverside State Park at the Bullet Pitcher. It's been a beautiful, warm May day. Kind of cloudy, but still awesome day.
Good day to kick off our hiking and camping season.
Not the camping season. A few problems with the RV today, but we're going to get those straightened out.
Be ready for Memorial Day.
Which is next weekend. Woo! All right.